Hello guys, KP Shamino here with my second part for my Zerker crit Sunder build with the two-handed mace. So I got a lot of input the last couple of days on my YouTube channel. Very good input, like taking another way, then I can save points and some skills that I can use. So I took it, I did some stuff myself too, so I skipped some things that I took in the first part, but it seems decent now. So I'm coming on 1.8 million DPS. That's with fully buffed things, everything on. Now at the moment I got nothing on, so it's just raw DPS and my 3. You need to imagine, guys, this is path of building, but the skills are not buffed yet. So the buff on Sunder, because the base damage on Sunder is now a lot higher. It went from 180 to 220. That's a very nice buff. We don't have any more the reduced attack speed on it. That's gone too. Rootless is buffed. So there is a lot of stuff that is still need to come in if they updated path of building. So I think I'm going easily over 2 million DPS with this build. I didn't take very high end game gear. I take average to high gear. Because I know not everybody can take high gear. So I see a lot of builds, they do 5-6 million DPS, but if you check at the gear, it's like maxed out. I don't want to do that because that's a little bit, giving, it's not really false information, but I know 90% of the player base never can reach that. So therefore I went with average gear. Like my two-handed maul that I'm using is 550 DPS. I just sticked on standard. That's like one exalted that you need to pay, one two exalted, 100 chaos or something. So it's doable. It's not that you're going to get it at the start, but if you play a little bit a new league, you will get it. So let's get started, guys. So I changed some stuff with the first build, but first we are going to the stats. So you guys can now see that I got a crit chance that is 72%. That's a lot better than the first build. 92 hit chance, that's a lot better too. I'm thinking to use the aura that gives 700 accuracy more and critical strike that they are going to introduce. Maybe I go a little bit higher than, but I don't know. At the end, it's coming very close to the end build that I'm going to use, but I'm still waiting to use the new gems. Maybe there is a gem that is better, and I think that's the only thing that is going to change with the end build. I'm going to post this on the website too of Path of Exile, because I think it's almost ready, this build. Then crit multiplier is 420. Hit chance already set to you guys. Then life is 6,500. That's very decent. I want always a life between 6,500 and 7,000 when I play a Beserker. Because they are still going to take some hits. The defense is a little bit better. Because you can now get endurance charges on hit, but I will show you guys it later. Other things that are important, of course, you need to cap your resistance, and I got now 34% physical damage reduction, but with endurance charges we are going to 50%. It's still low compared to the Berserker. If it doesn't work that well, I'm going to take, there is somewhere a note that you get the Juggernaut. Here it is, so that you can double your armor. It's possible I'm going to take this. It's only 10% chance, but it's going to save my life a lot, because if you go to double, can I click on this and is it going to go double? No, it's not double yet, but you can activate it and then it's going to be around 60-70%. It's only 3 nodes that I need to invest, but it's possible I'm going to do it. It depends how it plays. I don't know how it's going to play. If I die a lot of times, I don't expect to die on easy, but sometimes you got a feeling for Minotaur or something, maybe I need to do that because that's a Guardian that is going to go physical bananas on me. So, yeah, that's it. So that are the stats. Then the tree. So I start here in the Marauder, of course. I'm going to Warrior's Blood. I'm going to Born to Fight. Then I take those nodes. They are new. So two-handed, physical damage with maces, critical strike with maces, a lot of more two-handed DPS too for two-handers. So I took this, then I go here to Tireless, very good life note. Then we are going to take, of course, this one, this Bowling, because that's a very good note if you go a crit strike. Then we go here to the north, and in the past I took this one. I'm going to skip this totally. It was a waste of time in my opinion. It was way too many notes, and I'm going to take this cluster. I'm not going to take anymore. I just go here to the north. I just take Devotion, very good life. It's a lot of life you get here. Then I'm coming here, Purity of Flesh, a lot of life again. And then we come here. Why did I come here to Pain Forger? Because it's a very good note, in my opinion. 60% increased critical strike chance and 8% chance to gain a power charge when you stun with melee damage. That's really good because it's very hard to get as a Marauder to get power charges. Yeah, therefore I took it. You still need to stun it, but with the Mace, and if you do enough DPS, it's not really a problem. Then we go here to the south. I take Skull Cracking. Why? Because it got Culling Strike. Culling Strike is very good. It's now on stun, but as I said, it's not going to be a problem. If it is a problem, I need to take those notes that I get my stun up. But I need to check it out, but I don't think it's a problem. If your DPS is high enough, most of the time you're just going to stun the whole time. Then we take Barbarism, of course, very easy, and 1 plus on fire resistance more. So that's the north. Then we are going to the south. So this cluster is new for the two-handed DPS, so I took it. Then we go here to the Wheel of HP, of course. I took the jewel here too. Here you can see the jewel. So I need to put elemental resistance on it because otherwise I cannot take it. I took 3 only DPS nodes because I know if you take fourth one is 4-5 exalted for the jewel, and I did not want to do that. Physical damage with maces, always a must. You can take live, of course. You can take 5-4-2. It's going to go down in price. And then I take global critical strike multiplier. So it's not very expensive, therefore I took it. You can go, of course, as high as you want, and I think with this build you can go to 3 million if you max everything out. But yeah, at the end everybody dies, so not everybody is going to get it. So then we come here to Art of the Gladiator. I take Destroyer. And then we go to the south. And here they did a lot of nice, tasty stuff. So first of all, I took this one. Another very good note that they introduced with a lot of critical chance and multiplier. I took this one. You got stun, DPS to maces. Then I'm coming to here. Bloodless, 8% life again. And then I came here because this is, in my opinion, one of the best notes that they introduced in the game for Beserker, and that's you get a chance to gain an endurance charge when you are hit. So that's so good. You are going to get endurance charges the whole time. It's only 10%, but Path of Exile is such a fast game that you're going to get a lot of hits always in the face. So it's very, very good. And the regeneration is good. The increased armor is good. So that's all very good notes, and therefore I took it. Then we come here to the right. I took Wrecking Ball, a major DPS boost for two-handed melee. I took this too. It's possible if I'm not getting yeah, because this is 100 level build. You can remove those 3, and you can remove those 2. That's 95, level 95. 94 is always the bottleneck for the most people, because then the experience is going very high. It's not that complicated to go in a league to 94, but above that, therefore you can skip this and a couple of life notes, and then you can go even 90 only, and still the build is very decent. Then we come here, Golem's Blood, no brainer. Here is another Crimson Jewel again, so I just took the same as the other one. Then we come here, increased accuracy once again with two-handed melee weapons, and then I went to here too. The last time I didn't take this. Why accuracy? Just 200 accuracy and increased movement speed if you hit an enemy recently. That's very good too, because we are going to use Cam's Roots, and the problem with Cam's Roots is that you don't have a lot of speed, because on normal boots you can have plus 30% of speed. So therefore I took it. So that's the build, guys. For the Berserker we are going Bliss, so that means that we need to have critical strike. Therefore, I went as high as possible with the critical strike. Yeah, let me have a look for a moment. Yeah. Yeah, indeed, there it is. Gain a bliss charge on critical strike. I was thinking that I was going idiot. Therefore, I took so much critical strike. And you're going, if you put the diamond flask up, I think to 80%. So bliss is going to pop the whole time. So therefore, I took it. Of course, aspect of carnage, a no-brainer again. And then I took pain reaver. I think it's a very good note. It's going to save you a lot of notes on the tree, like 3-4. But you get it's buffed now too. Increased attack speed if you've been hit recently. So the whole time it's going to be up and you're going to do more attack speed. It's unbelievable. I want to see it live how fast this build is going to go, but I think it's going to be very, very fast. This build because the Sunder now, I will show you guys right away what they did with the Sunder too. So that's it for the build, guys, and now it's time to buff up a little bit the stuff. So the items, so I went already set it with 550 DPS. If I put my maul up, you guys can see it here. That's my maul that I'm using on standard. You guys see this is going to buff at the end, buffing to 300,000 damage more. But this is 600 DPS. It's not really expensive mauls, but this you are going to pay 10 exalted for this one. Therefore, I made a maul myself here on the path of building. And I just went, where is he by the way? Here, I just went with the 550. Be sure that you put accuracy on it. You're not going to pay more for it for those accuracy because most builds never put accuracy on a weapon and try to get the critical strike too. It's two mods that you're never going to pay more for it, but it's going to boost your base critical strike chance on your weapon. I got now 7%, so that's not bad. Then for the head, Starkiona's head, one of the best that you can use. High life, high critical chance, increased attack speed, dexterity. If you need to cap it, we don't need it. I think only Blood Rage is a dexterity one, and faster attacks, of course, too on the leap slam. Then I still taking the crab chest. Why? The last time I said it was only for the bleed, but that's not really true. You got very decent life on it. You get very high armor on it too. That's very important for physical reduction, and you get fire and cold resistance on it. Of course, do you need to take it? No, you can take just the normal chest too. I would go with the astral plate then, because you got your resistance as an implicit on it. But then you need to take, of course, a flask that can remove bleed. Why don't I take it? Because in the past I die a lot about bleed because you're not watching your life, and if you get a very big hit, uh, physical hit, and it's getting your bleed, sometimes it's hard to overcome it. So therefore, I wanted to take this chest, but of course you can go with another one too. Spikes gloves, I put accuracy on it this time. Increased attack speed. Comes root I'm still using. Then for the amulet, physical damage, accuracy, maximum life. You can put here the, I think is the Shaper mob on it too. Chance to gain a power frenzy, endurance charge on kill. For the guys that don't know it, you can put it on an amulet too. So it's going to give a little bit more chance because now we only got 7 or 8% on the tree. Then you got like 13. So you can put it on it. Is it needed? I don't think so at the end. Then this one, life resistance. I got steel ring 2, accuracy on it again. Then I'm using Stygian Vice, this one. Why? Because you can put a socket in it with jewel in it with 8% chance to gain an onslaught for 4 seconds on kill. Going to boost the DPS too and the speed onslaught. Then we got the Diamond Flask, we got Atziri Promise, we got Lion's Roar, we got the Life Flask with instant recovery. Very important. Be sure that you take this. So I'm going to get 50% recovery applied instantly. That's 700. It doesn't look a lot, but if you are running low on a Marauder two-hander or like two times one hand, it's going to save your life a couple of times. Then I'm using a Quicksilver to speed up the build a little bit, and then the 2 jewels. So now it's time to put on the flasks. So here we go with the flasks. So only with the flasks we are already on 420,000 DPS. So that's not bad, because Flask you can just push them and it's okay. Now for the skills. So the skills: Sunder, melee physical damage, multi-strike, concentrated effects, because they improved the range again on Sunder, just like in the past. Increased critical strike and ruthless. But you need to imagine Sunder, the base damage is 181%. According to the website, it's now 220 for a 2020 gem, just the same. So that's 40% base damage more, 40 more. The 15% less attack speed is gone too, so it's a lot faster than in the past. So you still need to calculate this in path of building. For rootless, the what is it? The supported skill, the melee damage, they buffed it to 130. So that's a lot too. And I think they did something with 10% more melee damage too. So you are going to get more damage too. So this, if they upgraded path of building with the skills, uh, yeah, that they are using now for the next patch. Always remember that. Then we got Leap Slam and we got Val War Chief. So we are going to activate that. I'm going to put it in a 6 link so that it can buff the totem and it can buff the Leap Slam, because you can have 2 times 6 links. That's on the weapon and that's on the chest, of course. Then we got War Banner. That's something new. Very good for accuracy too. So you guys can see it, 2% more hit chance if I put it on, and a lot of DPS. It's 10% mana reservation, but that's not really a problem because I only take Herald of Ash, Hatred, and Enlightened. So you guys can see here, I still got 21% mana that I can use to use my spells. So I don't expect it's going to be a trouble with mana, because you're going to hit like a truck very fast. So we are going to consume a lot of mana, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. And if it is a problem, I always do this trick. You just go here to mana flow and the problem is solved. Alira is going to give mana regen too. I didn't say that, but I'm using Alira because it's a crit build. And you get nice resistance from it and crit multiplier too. So back to the skills. The last one is cast when damage and blood rage for the frenzies. It always comes back. I didn't use a defensive one because I'm not sure what I'm going to use, but it's coming. In the end build we are going to get, is it back Immortal Call? Is it one of the other two ones? But I need to test that in real life. So when I play the game, you feel right away, am I squeezy? Can I take the damage or not? Do I need to switch? So now we are already on 1 million DPS. So and we still need to configure this build. So do you have power charges? Yes, we have. Do you got frenzy charges? Yes, with blood rage. Do you get endurance charges? Yes, we got. So it's 1.2 million. Do you got police charges? Yes, we got 1.6 million. And do you got onslaught? Yes, we have. And I think I got everything. So I cannot say more, guys. It looks really good build. I'm very happy. It took me some time because I'm working on it for 3 days. I got 1.7 million total DPS with mediocre to high gear, I need to say. So I can improve it. With the new skills that are incoming, I think I go over 2 million. And that's very decent because Sunder is not, in my opinion, not a spell for single target. It's for clearing speed. I think it's going to clear very fast. And DPS wise, if you are on a boss, you can do it too. The defense's stats are 66% now physical reduction. It's not bad. 6.5 total life. There is a lot of life leech now too, with the savage hits in Beserker. So it looks good. It looks good. I think with this, mapping is not going to be a problem. I'm sure of it. You can do all the tiers until tier 16. The bosses I need to watch. If it doesn't work, I need to switch around a little bit. But you guys can see it, 83% critical strike, hit chance 94. So yeah, it looks good in my opinion. So thanks for watching, guys. Have fun if you play the build, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. I'm going to update on the website, of course, with gear, with kills that I do. This is still the blueprint, but once it goes live, I think next week I'm going to update it with a decent guide. This I'm going to post on the website of Path of Exile, and of course the link to Path of Building. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.